Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. By now I'm guessing that if you're watching this video, you already know what the Elgato Streamdeck is. If not, here's a little bit of a refresher. It's basically a little keyboard with little screens behind each key that act as triggers or macros for certain bits of things in certain bits of software, but specifically designed to work with programs like OBS and XSplit for streaming. It enables you to switch scenes or turn elements on and off on the fly. Basically, it's a customizable broadcast control surface designed for streamers. But maybe all of that actually confused you more. Now, I bought the Streamdeck when it came out in 2017, and I've been using it on my streaming and gaming PC since then. It's been a really handy tool, and I would almost go as far as saying that it's a must-have for streaming. What if I told you Elgato got the formula from the Streamdeck and shrunk it from its 15 keys down to just 6 keys? Would it be as useful? Let's find out. The Streamdeck has been the go-to device for controlling your stream setup since 2017, and I'd go as far as saying that almost every single streamer that I know uses one. Even for myself, it's hard to imagine streaming without using one, given just how easy it makes everything. Since the original Streamdeck came out, the software has been expanded so much. When I first got the Streamdeck, it didn't even support XSplit, and that's what I was using at the time. It didn't have soundboards. In fact, it didn't do that much at all. Now though, the story has completely changed. There's plugin support for things like home automation, there's support for like every single streaming suite, and there's even a built-in soundboard, which for me was the biggest thing because that made me the most happy, and that's what I felt like was the thing that should have been there from the get-go. So what does the Streamdeck Mini add or take away from that experience? Well, not a lot. The Streamdeck Mini's functionality is exactly the same as its full-size brother, except it only has 6 buttons, and you can do all of the same things like send chat messages, change screens, enable and disable elements, everything, except it's been shrunken down. The Streamdeck Mini is around about a third of the size of the full-size version, but appearances can be a little bit deceiving. The build quality is very good and the angle of adjustability has been removed, which I'm personally okay with because I feel as though the fixed angle is the angle that you would use your full-size Streamdeck at anyways, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind if the original Streamdeck had a fixed position either, considering how flimsy that stand can be. The Mini sits on kind of a triangular block with rubber on the bottom of it, which makes it really easy to grip on most desktop surfaces. Not only that, the weight is very nice too, and I feel like Elgato really thought about some of the issues people had with the original Streamdeck. Some of the issues, but we'll come back to that. Like I mentioned, the Streamdeck Mini is designed for streamers, but I would probably go as far as saying it's also probably geared more towards the casual or mobile types of streamer and not for larger scale stuff, because let's be honest, sometimes bigger is better. Let me explain. I know a lot of reviewers have praised the Mini for its size and its price, but to me, those two things are actually its biggest weaknesses. First of all, of course the Mini is supposed to be smaller, but 6 buttons for streaming, it's just not enough. And I'm well aware that you can create folders and multi-actions and really drill down into things with the Mini, but I feel like the Mini is better suited as an extension to a full-size Streamdeck, rather than having it as a standalone unit. In fact, that's how I'm using my Mini. You can see it in the background. Sometimes it's just easier to have all your functions right there in front of you and not have to drill down into a subfolder. There are a few positives to the Mini because of its size though. Don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. For a mobile streaming setup, the Mini is great because it's really small, it's ultra portable, and it would easily fit in your laptop bag. If that's your use case, then I would absolutely recommend the Mini. Otherwise, I reckon the full-size one is the way to go. You're probably saying to yourself, well, the Mini is cheaper, so it justifies the lower price. Is it though? Is it actually cheaper? Let's break it down to price per key. Now, I'm going to use Australian dollars as our unit of measurement because I'm in Australia. The full-size Streamdeck costs around $200, which is around $13 per key, whereas the Streamdeck Mini costs $160, which is around $26 per key. On a per key basis, the Mini is around double the price for less than half the keys. It just doesn't make sense to me. Here in Australia, the price difference is just $40 between the two, and that trend in price difference is echoed through all the markets around the world. Personally, I would spend that extra $40 and get the big boy because from my time using both of them, the full-size Stream Deck is just more useful. At the same time, take my advice with a grain of salt, because let's be honest, it's just my opinion. My use case is most likely going to be different to yours and vice versa. I'm only here providing the information. What you do with that information is your decision. I love the original Stream Deck, but one of my biggest complaints I had about it was nothing to do with the software support, but rather some interesting design choices. The biggest issue I had was the lack of a removable USB cable, and Elgato still decided not to give us that option with the Mini. I don't understand the reasoning behind it. Seriously, I just don't get it. At the end of the day, I like the Stream Deck and the Stream Deck Mini. There's some really well-designed bits of gear, but my personal pick is still the full-size Stream Deck. Yeah, the stand is a bit flimsy, but you get extra buttons and it just makes it a much better device for my use case. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Let me know what you think, which one will work better for you, which one suits your workflow, the Stream Deck or the Stream Deck Mini. There are also some links down below if you want to grab one of these guys for yourself. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you know what to do, and tell us what you hated about it. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers. You peek, we seek. And finally, the lighting arrived. Yay! Our new set is up and running. So yeah, you can expect to see this setup more in more videos in the future. Thanks for watching.